Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now this is another LEGO Startup update video for you today. So basically another LEGO set has had its status changed on LEGO Shop at Home's website in the UK to sold out. So without no further ado, the set is a Star Wars set and it's the set number 75311, the Imperial Armoured Marauder. Now this set has a recommended retail price of £34.99 in the UK. It came out, I think, back in August last year, August 21, and it comes with 4 minifigures. Those minifigures include 2 stormtroopers, a artillery trooper, and the man, which I think is called Grief Karga from the Mandalorian TV show. Now, according to Brickset, these 4 minifigures are apparently all exclusives to this particular set. Now, I'm not sure why the Stormtroopers minifigures are exclusive. It might have something to do with new printing for when they released in 2021. I'm not too sure. So if you know why these minifigures are exclusive to this set, then please let me know in the comments. But anyway, as always, we're going to try and ask that question: should we invest in this set? Well, in my opinion, I think that this set is quite underwhelming. I think it's grey, it's dull, the vehicle itself is quite uninspiring, and this set doesn't really depict a iconic scene from the Mandalorian TV show. So for me, it doesn't look too promising. But I want to stress that is just my own opinion. Now, while I think listening to your own opinions or gut instinct is good practice, because in turn, if you're investing in sets that you've got good knowledge about, you should make less mistakes. But then on the other hand, if you only invest in sets or themes that you do have good knowledge about, and if this is not a very expansive list, so if, let's say, you're investing in Star Wars, Marvel, Harry Potter, and you're ignoring themes like, I don't know, Monkey Kid, Ninjago, or Minions, for example, you might be missing good opportunities within those themes. So while I think it is good practice to listen to your own opinions, and they do hold some weight, I think you should listen to that alongside making an assessment of the demand for that set from the general public. And a good technique you can use to assess any given set's demand from the general public is looking at Amazon's bestsellers rank. So we'll do that next. Okay, so briefly, Amazon bestsellers rank, as you would guess or imagine, is a ranking of how fast items are selling on Amazon. So items with lower bestsellers rank are selling faster than items with higher bestsellers rank. So for the purposes of this video, we're going to look at the bestsellers rank of the Imperial Armoured Marauder, but I'm also going to look at the bestsellers rank of 3 other LEGO Star Wars vehicles as well, because basically I want to do a comparison to see how popular the Imperial Armoured Marauder is in comparison to other Star Wars vehicles on the market today at a same or similar price point. So those vehicles are the Armoured Assault Tank, the Obi-Wan Starfighter, and the TIE Fighter. Now, the bestsellers ranks for these, I'll just show you on screen now. The Armoured Marauder is 5720, the Armoured Assault Tank is 17027, the Obi-Wan Starfighter is 160, and the TIE Fighter is 4099. So if we took those numbers at face value, you could make an assumption that the Marauder has come in 3rd place, so you could suggest that it's the 3rd most popular out of those sets. But the thing is, there are many different factors that can influence the Amazon bestsellers rank. I won't discuss too many here, but I will just discuss a couple. One of the big ones being price. So to demonstrate that point, let's just imagine that Amazon had a LEGO Duplo set listed that had a recommended retail price of £100. But let's just say they did a crazy sell on it of 80% off, so it was now listed at £20. Let's also say that Amazon had the Boba Fett helmet listed, which has a recommended retail price of £55, but let's say they did a more modest discount of, say, 10%, and it was now listed at $49.99. Now, at the moment that flash sale goes live, you will find that a lot of people will rush towards and buy that Duplo set just because it has a crazy 80% off, and obviously in turn its bestsellers rank will drop lower and lower as the item sells faster and faster. So if you looked at the bestsellers ranks at that moment in time with a flash sale going live, you would find that the Duplo set would probably have a lower bestsellers rank than the Boba Fett helmet. But the thing is, if you now interpreted that the Duplo set was more popular because of its lower bestsellers rank, you would likely be mistaken, and it's instead more of a reflection of the flash sale price instead of overall popularity between the two sets. So if we now take our focus back to the prices of the sets that I looked at today and their respective bestsellers ranks, the Armoured Assault Tank was priced at $34.66 today. The Obi-Wan Starfighter was $24.99. The TIE Fighter was $34.99, and the Marauder was, or the Imperial Armoured Marauder was £30.99. Now they are all discounts off the recommended retail prices. But the smallest discount there is the discount for the Armoured Assault Tank of only 34 pence, and then that could be why it has the highest best-selling rank of about 17,000. But as I mentioned previously, there are many different variables that can influence the bestsellers rank, and another one being the release date of particular sets, because obviously older sets that have been out for a longer duration, the majority of people would have already acquired. So here we can see that the most recently released set in this group was the Obi-Wan Starfighter, which I think only came out last month or the month before, and I think that might have something to do with the fact that why its bestsellers rank is so low at 160. So in brief, I just wanted to really get that point across, that while the bestsellers rank is good to give you an overall view of how popular a particular set is or how fast a set is selling, you shouldn't look at it as a sole number to guide you, but look at it as part of the overall picture when making your LEGO investment choices. Now, if we go back to the Imperial Armoured Marauder, it has a bestsellers rank of, what did we say, of 5,720. Now, if we quickly type that into the Jungle Scout tool, we can actually get the equivalent number of sales for what this bestsellers rank means, and Jungle Scout estimates that that bestsellers rank equates to about 240 set sales per month, which is about 8 sales per day, which is respectable, I would say. But anyway, next I want to talk about the fact that if we paid for this set today for £30.99, which is currently listed at, would we likely make a return on investment? So I'm going to talk about that next. Okay, so if you bought this set today for its current price on Amazon, £30.99, would that be a good investment? To try and figure this out, let's calculate how much you'd have to sell the set for in the future to achieve that magic 100% return on investment that we like to target. Now, the calculation is basically, if you sold this set on eBay with a final value fee offer, you'd have to list it for about £62 to £63 to make that 100% return on investment. But that also excludes postage costs, which would be about, what, £3 to £4 if you were sending this via Royal Mail tracked. So all in all, that means you would have to find a buyer for this set who's prepared to buy it off you for about £66 to £68, selling it alongside a final value fee offer to really achieve that 100% return on investment. Now, we all have different thoughts about different, prospects, different sets, but for me, I'm unconvinced that it will achieve those numbers. Definitely not in the near future, or even at all. I just think for this set and selling for nearer £70, I just think the set's not great. So for me, at that price point of £30.99, it's not that good of investment, but that's just my opinion. Now, if we want to try and measure its investment potential objectively, we can actually look at previous LEGO Star Wars vehicles that LEGO have released in the past, in particular Imperial transport vehicles, because there have been some of these released in the past, and I'm only going to focus on one in this video today, to not to make the video too long. Now, the set we're going to look at is the First Order Transporter. Now, this is set number 75103. It had a recommended retail price of £79.99. It came with 7 minifigures, and it retired 6 years ago. If you basically look at this set, it's kind of really just a big version of this Imperial Armoured Marauder for almost double the retail price, but it's really just an upscaled version. So if we look at that set that retired 6 years ago, if we paid the retail for it and we sold it in today's marketplace, would we have made a positive return on investment? So let's head over to eBay now. And you can see, obviously, because the set is quite old, there's not going to be that many listings, because the older sets get, the more scarce they become. There's a few pre-owned ones here that seem to be ranging from about 50 to 70-ish. And there's a few new and sealed ones dotted around, some for 120, 110, 140. But, you know, I think the average for this is about £110. So if we look at that, the return on investment on that, the fact that it retired 6 years ago, you're looking at a 6-year hold for this set to make £30 on average above the recommended retail price, which gives you a return on investment of about 37% for this particular you know, armoured Imperial Marauder type transporter vehicle. So for me, that set has not performed well, and I would not be pleased if I invested in that set 6 years ago and it was only worth that today. So for me, that does raise further concerns about the potential prospects of this current Imperial Marauder that is retiring. So to quickly summarise, now despite everything that I've said in this video, I actually think that this set is okay, but it really just depends on the price that you pay for it. I mean, I've got a few of these that I managed to acquire for about £20, and I'm very pleased with that, because I think this set could easily get to about 40 to 42 quite quickly, which would make that 100% return on investment. So if this set does come on sale again near that £20 price point, I would buy some more, but anything higher than that, I just don't think it's worth it. In addition, I haven't really touched on the minifigures too much in this video, because it does come with, according to Brickset, 4 exclusive minifigures, but the human that's included, I forget his name, Grief Cargo or whatever he is, I don't think he's that desirable. He's not really a main character in the Mandalorian show. And then you've got the 2 Stormtroopers, even though, again, they're said to be exclusive, I just think it's a new printing, and that might be how Stormtroopers go in the future. I don't know. Again, as I said at the start of this video, I'm not too sure why they're exclusive, but I don't really think they're that, you know, impressive either. The one that does stand out is the Artillery Trooper. Now that is already selling for about £10 to £12. It's got good yellow colour printing, and I can see that figure being quite desirable, you know, moving down the line in the future for people that want to build armies, etc., with Artillery Troopers. But the retail price of £35 for this set, and the Artillery Trooper selling for about 10 to 12. I just don't think it's that great value, especially considering, you know, only last year you got like the Mandalorian Battle Pack, which I think was what, retail $11.99, etc., and you got like the 4 Mandalorian figures in there. So overall, I think the Artillery Trooper's good, but the recommended retail price is too high for me to consider buying it to bulk out with the Artillery Troopers. But anyway, that's the video for today. Now, I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, let me know if this is one in your investment, and if there are any good points to this set that I've overlooked, please let me know as well, and I'll see you in the next one.